lovely afternoon, really cool and lots of breeze. And I'm so excited to be here. My name is Vicky Martinoff, and again replacing for this week for Marlyn Kragh, who is very busy right now. And I'm sure she's listening. And also my husband Bjorn is not around. However, I am very excited because I'm surrounded by really lovely ladies, and I'll be introducing them right away. And for this afternoon, I don't know if you remember, during our session last Saturday, we had with us Miss Rose Custodio Basa, who briefly mentioned to us about the Miss Global Philippines. And today, we are very fortunate to have with us the founder and chairman of Miss Global Philippines Foundation Incorporated. However, she's not going to be joining us all throughout our conversation, but their CEO, who will also be introducing later, is going to be with us throughout the radio show this afternoon. So probably a little briefly, maybe we hear from Ms. Rhizza Lao. Just a few hellos.
Hi, good afternoon to everyone, to all the listeners of DCRJ 810 Radio.
That's right. And for those of us who are watching also online, you can tune in at Ustream, www.ustream.tv/channel/DZRJ 810 AM if you'd like to see our wonderful and very beautiful guests this afternoon. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce the CEO and National Program Director of Miss Global Philippines Foundation. And with us this afternoon, her name is Miss Pauline Lapin.
Hi, good afternoon everyone, and to all the listeners of DCRJ 810 AM.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Pauline, and really appreciate you for being here with us this afternoon. If I may mention, Pauline Lapin, the CEO of Miss Global Philippines, is actually the daughter of Rhizza Lao, who's also with us this afternoon. And I am very excited to hear, how we can create opportunities and open a lot of amazing future for anyone who's listening right now who would be interested to be part of this amazing event, which is happening in a few months, correct?
Yes, that's right. Actually, we plan to do the coronation. The coronation day would be that would be in June for the local pageant for the Miss Global Philippines.
So around 4 months from today, right? Briefly.
Yeah, briefly.
Amazing.
3 months. 3 months.
3 months.
To go, actually.
4 months.
Yeah.
So we're gonna all look forward to that instead of the elections.
Yeah, that's right. Well, it's gonna be like after the election, so that's good. At least everyone's kind of relaxed. It's after May, so that's gonna be
Perfect arrangement. And maybe you'd like to share a little bit about the Miss Global Philippines Foundation. I did hear earlier that it's a franchise from the US. Would you like to share more about it?
Yes, okay. The Miss Global Philippines was franchised by us, by me, and it's a US-based pageant. It's Miss Global. So here in the Philippines, it's Miss Global Philippines.
We're just gonna adjust a little, do some technical adjustments
here.
here.
Is it too?
Go ahead, Pauline.
I'm so sorry, I have a very soft voice. Okay, and then the name of the founder of Miss Global is Mr. Van Pham. He's actually from Vietnam, but born and raised in the US. And then he's a director also, so he have decided to run his own pageant, which is Miss Global. And he started 2013. So the 2013, we don't have I didn't franchise it yet, but it was, for the Filipina, it was handpicked on the first year. So the second year, which is 2014, that's the time that we franchised and we started the whole pageant. So there.
I was interested to ask, what does it mean when you mention handpicked?
Handpicked, like someone, they didn't create the whole production. It's just more of like a girl from the Philippines sent to to the place where they're
wow.
gonna do the event.
What a very fortunate, opportunity for.
Yeah, of course, it is. It is. But this one, it's of course, it's more better if you're gonna like do the whole production, which is handled by a pageant director, right? And then of course they'll have the opportunity to be shown on TV because this one is being shown on TV also.
Wonderful. I was browsing at your webpage, and what I saw there was that it was also aired at one of the big broadcasting stations here.
Yes. Actually, on the first year we have we showed it in News TV, GMA News TV.
Oh, okay.
Yes, on the first year, and then the second year, it's in TV5.
Okay.
And then we hosted the international. Okay, we will tell more about that later. But yeah, on the 2014, yeah, I'll mention the winner for the 2014.
Surely, please do. Maybe
Yeah,
some of them are listening today.
Yeah, for the 2014, the winner is Miss Catherine Marie Amarante. And then luckily she bagged the crown second runner-up on the Miss Global 2014 International Pageant.
Wow.
Yeah, very lucky. And then she got like other awards, also special awards besides the second runner-up place.
Amazing. I'm always curious, and you've been with the foundation for the past 3 years as their CEO. What was the differentiating quality that you see for the women or for the ladies who participate in this event or for this particular prestigious contest?
Okay. By the way, before I answer that, we do the thing that makes us apart from other pageants. We're the only pageant that accepts single mothers.
That's the one.
That's the one. So this is to give them more opportunity to fulfill their dreams, to becoming, to participate in the pageant. Because of course, some of the women who's at the very young age, bear a child, and then of course they don't have given a chance to participate in the pageant because of that burden. But it's not really a burden, it's a good responsibility actually for some
It is. I do agree with you on that.
Yeah. So that's one thing that we have for Miss Global Philippines. And then of course for your question a while ago,
I did read in the website that it focuses on highlighting the tourism.
yes, that is our advocacy for Miss Global Philippines. We wanted to promote the tourism of the Philippines, not just here but also all around the world. So yeah, we have a lot of plans that my mom and I have been doing. We're planning to do caravan show to other countries to promote Miss Global Philippines and then the tourism of the Philippines also.
I did hear it's already present in several countries. How many countries is the Miss Global already existing?
Okay, for the first year, because we hosted it last year, so there were like 50 candidates all over the world who actually participated. Yes,
from all over the world.
Participated. Yeah. And then there were years, so it was held at Resorts World last October 22, and then the winner of that is from Australia. That's Jessica Burt. Yeah, she's Miss Australia, and then the first runner-up is Miss Cambodia. Then
Cambodia.
Yeah, that's
Asian
her.
beauty. Wow.
Yeah, and then the second is Ireland. And then Bulgaria, and then our fourth runner-up. Of course, I'm so happy to announce that we bagged the fourth place of Miss Philippines won the fourth place.
Initially people thought of before. Yes, please.
Yeah, it's Candice Ramos, Mary Candice Ramos won the fourth
I'm actually looking at
place.
her wonderful picture right now, and yeah, she's really a winner.
Yeah.
I remember I was reading one article about the Miss Universe beauty who won in 1974, and she did mention that it wasn't in her mind to, and she's now a very accomplished doctor in the U.S. What she mentioned there was that because it wasn't really like her dream, to become a beauty winner, she says, to have a winner, you really need to have somebody who would like to become a winner and really represent the country well. Because if there's one thing that she really regrets, she says, I didn't do a lot of good work, to represent the country. And I'm sure, because from the very beginning, you're very clear that, hey guys, this is an advocacy for tourism.
Yes.
And you have so many contexts about tourism, right?
Yes.
But for me personally, when you talk about tourism, you're not just talking about beautiful views. Because really after a while, you can have as much pictures as you can about these trees and this wonderful sea and beach. But it's really the experience of the people. What would you like to say about that, Pauline?
Actually, yes, exactly. We're promoting the tourism of the Philippines, but it's more than that we're doing. Well, tourism, it's more of like it's not just like showing the people how beautiful the Philippines is, but it's more of like how making it more beautiful. So what we're doing, my mom, is like we are participating to various and we are also affiliated with different programs, and so we can also at least do something to make it more beautiful, rather than just like bringing in people to show like this is beautiful.
Exactly.
So it's
very,
more
at the very surface level, right?
So it's more of like doing something to make it more beautiful, and so people would see that they're doing something to make it more beautiful.
Yeah. Would you like to mention at least maybe one program that you've been partnering with?
First we have been the DNR. It's smoke belching anti-smoke belching campaign. So
I don't know if you guys have heard that. If it landed clearly on you, this is a beauty pageant who partners with the number one contributor of our environmental heartache.
It's a DNR. So we are partnered with them with DNR. So they have this program which is anti-smoke belching campaign, and then we have girls participated, and then they actually stood in the middle of the road to stop those smoke belchers. And then they were actually giving their license to the girls because they are.
Are you imagining that?
They're volunteering themselves to give their license.
Oh wow! I would be so embarrassed to be stopped by a beautiful girl at the corner of the street, and then reminding me, have you had your car checked recently? Because right now it's just too black.
So that's one thing, and then we have been doing. My mom is involved in this infrastructure, building government centers for my mom. Let's give it a skip for Anyway, this one is something that to make it to build something to make for the city, for the community to look forward to, a good place for them to go to. I won't mention anything about it. It's something so sorry. It's a good day. It's good for the community.
Wonderful. They always say, some things are revealed and some things are concealed, because the blessings are just, abundant when things are not fully revealed.
That's right. That is correct. So actually, we do things that's not we don't expose things just to show people that we're doing this. We're just very discreet about things and doing things.
Wonderful. So besides showcasing the wonderful beauty of the country and of course the candidates who are joining the pageant, what else would you share with our listeners right now that sets this pageant apart from the other pageants?
You mentioned the programs that we did, aside from the medical machines, we do also feeding program.
Oh my! I'd love to hear about that.
For the last 2 years, we already feed something more than 2,000 children.
2,000 children.
Yes.
From which areas are
the
this?
first program we did was in San Pedro City.
Is this in Laguna?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, imagine.
You're like this social organization. They always say it's just so easy to join and connect. How social media are, giving us this technology.
There were about 1,000 children, and then the second one was in Bataan.
Wow.
With Governor Abby Garcia.
Amazing. So this partnership with the government and then contributing to the community.
Yes. Yes, and then the
Wow.
last one was in Florida Blanca with Mayor Guerrero.
So it's truly, for me, just listening to this, many activities in partnership with the communities, it's a very transforming experience, I'm sure, for also the candidates. Probably they would not win and be declared as the one Miss Global Philippines, but just hearing about this project that you create with the communities, this is already very life transforming for them.
Yes, it's actually one best experience that they will ever get from like joining the pageant, because it somehow like it's giving them more not opportunity just to join, but opportunity to actually help people. Not just like being in the beauty in the stage just to look beautiful, but they're given a chance to really participate how it is to be with someone that really needs help.
Less fortunate.
To those less fortunate people. And that's what we have been doing. We have feeding program. We have done so many already in the past years. But and then we also have
The last one we had
the medical mission, which is in Batangas, just like a few weeks ago.
Wow.
Yeah, they were here for like 2 weeks.
It's a surgical mission.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And then because
How does it look like? Maybe you
because
can give us like a description of how it looks like. Like, are only the winners who's gonna be there, or also those who didn't win the pageant participate?
No,
How does it look
for
like?
this time the medical mission is just us because our winners is not available.
Oh, okay.
So it's just me and Pauline.
Yeah.
I'm a member of the Canadian Mission Medical Society, so
I see.
we do that every year. It's
Okay, just to let you know about a little bit of my mom. It's not just like about, even before we started the pageant, she's already involved in
So many.
various charitable, works. So this is one thing, this medical mission. She's always participating in all other charities. So
I'm sure it's difficult, Rhizza, to separate from who you are, right?
Yeah.
It's just gonna go together, right?
So it's like bringing in the Miss Global girls to participate, to the foundations that she's been helping, and this is including the medical mission. This medical mission, they're a group of doctors from Canada,
in US as well.
and US.
So you bring these doctors and surgeons from the US
Yes.
and Canada, and they come here in one of the communities you identified.
Yeah.
Wow. So how
And
do
they do surgical. That's why it's 2 weeks stay in one place.
Wow.
Because-
So what what health condition can avail of this?
Lipa City was very lucky this year because we had several specialists, so we're able to operate like breast cancer and hysterectomy, and most of them is like thyroid.
Yeah, I'm actually
You know,
showing
yeah,
for sure that picture, and she was like so surprised.
Yeah, I was looking at the picture of this
this is
gentleman with this huge tumor on his shoulder. Is it
Yes.
tumor?
This is tumor, right? Because the doctor was like trying to check it, and they couldn't say what exactly.
Yeah, it's a huge
Because
growth.
it's really
It's almost
huge.
as
It's
big
like
as his
ball.
face. Yeah,
Basketball.
exactly.
Right?
It's amazing, what you can bring to
Yeah,
this
we
community.
and our medical team give away like 80
And
pairs of
this one is really rare.
The children. Now, I'm looking at the picture of a child right now with like discoloration.
Like a big mark,
a big
black mark.
black mark on his entire, almost half his body.
yes.
Yeah, but this one, they couldn't say what kind of, disease is this. They have to check. The kid actually went to St. Luke's, have to check, but they couldn't say. So, and the doctor that's with us also doesn't know.
It was really heartwarming personally for me, I thought we would just be talking about pageants, and this is now becoming deeper and deeper and really life transforming. So thank you for sharing that. It's more than we could describe, the contributions also in the community. So for our listeners out there who'd like to join in, our lines are open, and feel free to join in the conversation, either to ask a question or just be curious about our guests today. Just call Our lines are 895-4460, 897-8374. And you can also go to Ustream and you can chat there and just leave her your message. We're going to be in a commercial in a few minutes, but before we go to a commercial, a closing, just for this first segment, a closing question for me is, Pauline, when you were a little girl, have you always, looked forward to be maybe joined, or I couldn't believe that, you're leading this, as the CEO of the Miss Philippines Foundation. Miss Global Philippines
Foundation. Well, I never thought of it actually. It wasn't part of my plan, or never thought about like joining a pageant, because I'm like my height is 5 flat, so I don't think I can ever join a pageant. But yeah.
If you didn't say your height, I wouldn't even have guessed that. I mean, you look very tall to me.
Because I'm wearing heels, but yeah. But that doesn't stop me. I mean, instead of like joining the pageant, so I just decided to organize a pageant.
Which is
even
better.
better.
Lots of support besides,
Yeah.
making sure you really got the best candidates for the pageant.
Yes, is it okay if I mention that we are at the process of searching?
Yeah, we will definitely go into
later
the
on.
details on the second part of our program. So, for those of us who's listening right now, maybe you would know somebody or have somebody in your family who would be interested. This is going to be a perfect time, to find out. So, are we going to go for a commercial break right now? All right. Alright, we're back, and now would focus attention on how the beautiful ladies would be interested to join the Miss Global Philippines 2016 happening in June, right?
Yes, in June, that's right.
In June.
In
So,
June.
Pauline, would you like to let them know, whether they are qualified or not qualified at all?
Okay, yes. Hi ladies, good afternoon. Okay, Miss Global Philippines is on the process of searching. The beautiful young ones are welcome to join the pageant. And our qualifications is from 18 to 28 years old. A minimum height of 5'6". Yes, and at least of course high school graduate and a Filipino citizen. And then all you have to bring is 5 close-up and a full body pictures. And then a birth certificate, a photocopy of your passport, and also if you go to the office, which is it's number 4E, Symphony Tower, Sergeant Isguera Street, corner Timog Avenue, Quezon City. We will be open from Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. All you need to bring also is your swimsuit and of course cocktail dress. And then you can also look for Rhea, and then her contact number is, our office contact number is 956-6483.
I was curious to ask, when these candidates, when they, participate in the search, do they let you know right away that, for example, they have a child, or how does it look like for them? You just make it open, and then if they want to divulge or not divulge?
Well, okay, once they go to the office, of course they tell us that they're single mothers.
Office number.
Okay, would you like to repeat the office number?
Yeah, the contact number is 956-6383. Again, that's 956-6383.
Yeah, and they also are on Facebook, right?
Yes, you can check our Facebook for more details. It's Miss Global Philippines.
It's so easy to search.
Yes, and then we also have our website. You can apply there also. You can fill up an application form there. You can visit www.missglobalphil, that's PHIL.com.
Okay, so for the beautiful ladies, and I know the Philippines is really blessed with a lot of not just very empowered ladies, but also ladies who really would like to, create a contribution to the world. Pauline mentioning that you need to have a passport is already an indication that this is not just happening locally.
Yeah, that is correct. Because we make sure that our candidates, like of course our winners, they get to travel. They get an opportunity to travel the world. That's just one of the perks of Miss Global.
To travel the world, not just one country, the world.
The world, of course. I would love to travel the world too.
Yeah, so
with them.
From last year, are there a lot of candidates who turn in and submit their applications?
Yeah, there were because on the 2014 or the 2015.
Yes, the 2015.
Yeah, there were. I wouldn't say that there's like a lot really, but there were like a number of girls that actually went for the screening and everything. Yeah. But for this year, we have like 22 candidates.
22
who
candidates.
participated.
Wow. It's a very important number for me.
Well, yes, because for me, I'm not after with the quantity, I'm after with the quality of the girls. So I'm supposedly like at a total of 25 girls. Apparently, I cannot like just get 25 just so I can, complete the whole number.
Exactly.
Yeah, so 22 is good number for me because I think I have all the quality ones.
Yeah, and the 22 are actually, walking and training and, developing themselves because each one of them already holds in their vision that they are the one. Otherwise, you're not even going to be there, right?
That's correct. Once you become an official candidate, that means you are one. I mean, you are close to being one of the.
Yeah, exactly. It could be you.
Yeah.
And you have to be that ready, right?
That's correct.
I love the tagline of Miss Global Philippines. It says here, empowering women, embracing culture.
That's correct.
Is this like an embracing tagline for all pageants every year, or you change it every year?
No, this is our slogan already for Miss Global. It's our official.
Wow.
It's empowering women, embracing culture.
And just listening to how you're contributing to the communities, some probably sometimes 18-year-olds they like to take care of themselves, but
Yeah.
you talk to them about empowering.
Yeah.
They would have an idea about it, and then being exposed to the community work that the foundation is doing.
Yes.
They really have that experience.
Actually, yeah, just by the word itself, like empowering women, this is to really give them equal treatment and fair chance to live, hope, and dream, right? This is for the women and everyone else. And then, of course, embracing culture is like, of course, you have to know it by heart. And by knowing it by heart, at least you will know where you are, who you are, and where you came from.
One of the really
Yes, that's being a Filipino.
That's right, being a Filipino. One of the very famous and for many of us who grew up with really good values being imparted in our families is the saying, love your neighbor as yourself. And sometimes the loving yourself is the difficult one.
Yeah.
And I feel pageants are one of the areas or platforms where you could really say that these are women who really took care of themselves.
That's right.
With the loving yourself, because really only when you are happy and confident and now ready to create contribution for the world that you could really represent the country.
Yes, and of course the candidates doesn't have to worry about joining the pageant, because once they're in the pageant, of course Miss Global Philippines will definitely take care of them. They will be provided with the good trainers. And yeah, we have a beauty camp here in the Philippines that is so good, which is the one that's been helping us all throughout. It's the Flores, but headed by Raja.
Oh, wow.
Yes, yeah. And then and his team, they're a very good team.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So all of these beautiful cocktail dresses that they're wearing are sponsored by?
Well, we have a different good designers being sponsored. That one, for Catherine, Anna.
I'm looking at the brochure right now, and
Yeah,
I'm just
her
blown
designer-
away by amazing.
Yeah, her designer is Richie Bondo from Pampanga. He's a
Wow.
very good designer. I actually love all his work.
She won the best gown.
Yeah, for the international pageant in Miss Global, she won the best in costume.
Wow.
That's in evening gown rather.
Evening gown and costume as
Ah.
well.
Yeah, actually she won both.
Yes.
Wow.
The costume and the evening gown.
And the costume from sino ba yung design?
Don Cristobal for the costume.
Yes.
Wonderful. So it's not just highlighting, of course, the beauties of those who are joining the pageant, but also the talent.
Yeah, the people surrounded and helping the candidate itself, like the designers, the good designers who's making the beautiful costume, the beautiful evening gown that they wear. Yeah. So all the ones who've been participating, helping the girls all throughout.
I just wanted to read here the description of your advocacy. It says here, Miss Global Philippines has made a tremendous impact with the community by actively partnering with different charitable institutions.
Yeah.
And it says here, feeding program, medical missions, and environmental projects of DNR.
Yeah, that's what we mentioned a while ago. Yeah, those are the activities that we have been doing so far. And that's just one of them. We have been doing a lot. And then we have this
We'd like to give you like details of, how you could see that not just being a candidate of the pageant, but really, becoming part of this amazing community because of the lineup of the programs that Miss Global Philippines has.
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, if you're okay, Pauline, maybe you'd like to share your personal point of view about empowering women and, how we can take this and nurture this for, 18-year-olds are really, open and accepting of how can they stand for the world. Maybe you could share more about your personal view about empowerment.
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, for empowering women, it's more of like, it's more of like giving these women an equal treatment. It's more of like, for the women who we wanted to join, it's like giving them a fair chance. That's why we accept single mothers, right? So not just to what do you call this? Like I said, like to give them equal chance and to give them more opportunity to reach their dreams, and for other women as well to become, for them to become strong, be themselves, and become confident of what they have to do with everything.
For our listeners there, maybe you're used to having surrounded by beautiful women, but it's very common to really notice that amongst your own, for example, Philippine women, you're confident, but it's so different when you're now surrounded by women who represents other countries. What do you observe about that, Pauline?
Okay, for this, if you are surrounded by different, it's more of like, for me, it's more of like uniting, everyone. It's not just like competing. It's not about competition.
Exactly, because that's the usual thought, right? Like
Yeah.
you're there, you're representing one country, and now
So
you're
like,
competing
you're
with
always-
another.
culture of
Yeah.
candidate of its
Yeah, that's what I
For me,
always-
that's a very, very deep definition of empowerment. That curiosity to even go to be curious about the culture of other.
Yeah, it's not just like, when someone, like, of course, normally when you enter the pageant, it's like more of, I'm in a competition. So you shouldn't always think about like competing with someone, because everybody is beautiful. Just everyone should know. Everybody is beautiful, and everybody, of course, we have a panel of judges to so can identify who's the winner. But then again, behind the scene, effort to actually, to join all countries in one event, a big event, and then cooperate, and then people would see that everybody is participating.
Exactly.
There's no discrimination in everything.
No discrimination at
It's
all.
like sharing the culture.
Yeah, sharing the culture. I love the word you used earlier. You said knowing each other. And that level of knowing is something that, people casually take for granted because, you can easily Google something, right?
Yeah.
But to actually meet someone and be with somebody and train with someone, that's a huge, that's a huge experience already there.
Yeah, and that's one big thing for it. It's a good experience for every girls to actually know oneself. To know each other.
When we hosted international, the delegates from other countries for the first time that they came here, and I think we gave an impact of their thought of coming back to Philippines.
Wow.
Yes.
Just that alone, right? Like planting that seed that, hey, I know sometimes the reputation online of the Philippines is not so nice.
They loved here for the first time that, they came here, they said, oh, Philippines is beautiful.
Yeah, that's why when they found out that the founder, they're gonna do it here in the Philippines, that they have like 50 countries participated.
Right away.
Yeah.
Right away.
Whoa!
And just so
That's
you
so
know,
heartwarming.
yeah, just to add more information for this event, we will be hosting again the international pageant for this year.
Wow, so back to back from last year.
That's right.
And
They wanted to do it here again so bad.
I think there is more coming.
Amazing.
They're expecting 60 this time.
70 delegates.
Yeah.
60 to 70 delegates from all over the world. I don't know.
I was
guys,
like
but
telling
that's
this honor to
exciting.
just take it easy, just get like 60 of these because 50 is too much already.
Are you gonna close NAIA also?
No.
There are many fans
There's
now.
going to be traffic.
Cheering fans.
We don't want to
Hopefully-
cause any traffic, by the way.
Hopefully around June it's gonna be better, right? I think our guys at the DNR are really doing their best. Also the guys at MMDA are doing their best, making sure the facilities are up and ready.
I really, really hope so. By the way, the local pageant of like the Miss Global Philippines, that will be in June. And for the international Miss Global 2016 will be in September.
Well, a few months after.
Yes, a few months after
June,
the
July,
local.
August, September. 3 months also.
Yeah.
In case there's a space.
Well, last year we did it around
October.
October and the local
Local was September 5.
September, so that was just like 2 months preparation, imagine.
Oh my god.
At least this time, at least it's 3 months.
It's just we just got over you winning the local one again.
Would you like to share the international because it was a strong typhoon when they came here?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, maybe you could share about that one. Yeah, 2015 has been very challenging in terms of our,
because we're supposed to do
weather.
our swimsuit competition in Caramoy with Governor Mix Villafuerte, but it was a strong typhoon, so we ended up doing it here in Manila.
Yes.
Wow.
And all the girls are excited to see Caramoy and the Kamsor, but strong typhoon was
Yeah, I did
There's no-
hear
there's no flight
Kamsur's
available.
beach is just great.
Yeah. There's no flight available during that time, so that's why we have to decide and very last minute we have to change schedule. That's one thing, one thing good about organizing. Yeah,
Just hold
the last minute changes.
with the
Yeah.
last minute change, we went to Balay Isabel.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Our children also love going to that particular area, and you can just travel for 10 minutes and you're at Taal, right?
Yes, that's
Yes.
right. Very near, just very close.
Wonderful, wonderful. I could just imagine their logistics challenges.
Yeah.
It's good that we have the partners now to put them around.
Yeah.
Wonderful. This community of not just the pageant people, making
Yeah.
sure everything is perfect.
Yeah, of course.
We're very lucky that I own Nelson Terrible. He was there in his resort. And can I bring the Miss Global girls in your resort? Why? We can't go to Caramoy now. And we have to shoot for this event. And he said, okay, come over.
Yeah,
Wow.
those are the kind of last minute thing. At least we're just really happy and thankful to those people that actually helped us for the last minute.
We should, really plug it. For those of you who owns resorts,
Yes.
hotels, and you're not being selected right now by Miss Philippines Global
Miss
Foundation, you better just, make sure your facilities are ready. You'll never know when you're going to receive the call.
Yeah.
No.
And these are 70 amazing, ladies from different countries, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. For this
Wow.
year, who will participate.
Maybe we can all, again highlight, for those of us who are listening and just, tuning in for now, the if you'd like to join, these are the qualifications.
Yes, again, ladies. Okay, it will be until March, our last search.
March 31?
Yes, that will be until March 31. So I would really appreciate everyone to. You can all go to the office for the application to fill up your application, and please visit. Of course, for those who lives in provinces, you can visit our website and fill up your application there, and then our staff will call you for you to if you are accepted for this for the screening, then you will be called, and then you will be asked to go to a venue where we're gonna do the screening.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So maybe we can mention again the requirements.
Yeah, the requirements again is from 18 to 28 years old. Again, we accept single mothers and also a minimum of 5'6", and then at least high school graduate. And
you have to be a Filipino citizen.
That's
it's like running
correct.
for the
That's
country
correct.
president, right?
yes, that's correct.
You need
And
to be able to prove that.
yes, and then you have to bring a 5-hour close-up and a whole body picture. Then, of course, your birth certificate, and then your swimsuit, and a cocktail dress.
Make sure it fits you.
Yes, of course. And then you can contact Rhea at 956-6383, and then you can visit our website. Our website is www.missglobalphil. That's MISSGLOBALPHIL.com.
Okay, just to emphasize, you're not gonna shorten the Miss. It has to be MISS.
That is correct. So that's you can also Google Miss Global Philippines, and so you can easily get the link at our website if you don't know the website. So again, it's www.missglobalphil.com. And yes, and our office address is Unit 4E, Symphony Towers, Sergeant Iscara Street, corner Tibag Avenue, Quezon City.
If you're already thrilled about the possibility of traveling around the world when you become a winner, and then of course, meeting these amazing beauties also who's going to be joining locally around June. And if you're the one, you're going to be meeting amazing beauties from different countries, 70 of them, maybe 69 of them, because you're going to be number 70.
Yeah.
What we haven't mentioned yet is that there's a grand prize of
300 pesos. 300,000 pesos. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Nobody want to join the 300 pesos, of course. It's 300,000 pesos.
If you want to donate the 299,000 pesos, the charity will be so accepting of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, of course, for the runners-up, it's 50,000 pesos.
For the runners-up, you won't go home without, sharing with, because sometimes it's a whole family, right? You bring your whole family and even your neighbors.
Yeah,
That's going to be
friends.
cheering for you.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, we're going to have another 30 minutes with us. So again, our lines are open for those of you who would like to join in the conversation and, just ask questions. It's 895-4460 and 897-8374. Feel free to join in, and we welcome any comments, of course, comments relevant to our topic. Don't ask us questions about loans or about how to join the Pag-ibig. It's the topic last Saturday, but anything to do with, how does it really feel, or how do you really develop yourself to become an empowered woman? So at least you can start, seeing yourself as representing the Philippines for pageants such as the Miss Global Philippines. So, are we due for a break? All right. We're back, and earlier we were talking about how empowering women also is very, very connected to the tagline of Miss Global Philippines, embracing cultures. So this time we'd like to now, bring our listeners' attention to our points of view with regards to leadership. And, leadership is really very, very far context, and sometimes people think, it's positional, when I have the position, or I have the money, or I have the social standing. And of course, in the case of Miss Global Philippines, when I am the winner, then I am the leader. But for you, Pauline, what is your own personal view about, when you are being a leader?
Well, okay, being a leader is not just like leading the people to something that, okay, this is who you are, you're the boss, and you have to like do this for me and all that. But it's more of like showing these people what they can do and what you can actually do for them, and what it's like more of helping each other to do things and then be on the right track, So it's more of like helping and sharing.
Yeah,
it's not like dictating,
I recently heard in this forum about, how easy it is to create connections, difficult to collaborate, because really collaborations will really start calling for leaders. And leaders who could say, okay, I know guys, you have different points of view, and at the end of the day, we're going to move forward because we want to make things happen, and this is what has to happen.
Yeah.
And it may be a point of view, as you've mentioned earlier, our very famous Pacquiao, who said this, and then another one said that, right?
Yeah. Well, okay, like I said, it's not, I do feel sorry for him, but thing is, it's just not like more of, we shouldn't be like focusing on the mistake, right? We have to move on. Just like same thing with Miss Universe.
Exactly.
Right?
Oh my gosh, I think that's gonna be always, something
always
people
a trend.
will.
Yeah, it's always the top of the town. But then again, at the end of the day, people do make mistakes, and we have to like forgive and forget.
And that's
right?
a huge learning, right?
Yes, that's right.
To really take responsibility. This is a mistake. I call it a mistake.
Yes,
and
then we have to move forward.
Move forward is the most important.
That's right, and then at least do something about it instead of like be in it and dwell in it, right?
Exactly.
And then make it like a topic for the whole month.
Yeah.
Because it's been a week already or more. The topic of Manny Pacquiao, right?
Yeah, and
it's kind of like stressing me out every time I open my newsfeed.
Exactly. Well, either awaken, getting stressed, or also awakening that, we human beings, we make mistakes.
That's right.
And those who take responsibility, we really look up to them as
But
leaders.
people
right.
are affected also, they felt bad about it. And
Yeah.
we're also very sorry for those people because we are all human. So they express also their feelings that they got hurt. So we have to understand them also.
Yeah.
Because they were hurt.
I think right now, also with the very fast-paced world we live in right now, you make a mistake, it's all over, right? It's all over the social media. And so the ability also to feel and empathize is a very, very important part of our culture. And for those who would always say that, sometimes anger is the easiest one to feel as an empathy. But we have a range of other emotions that we could also awaken, like, as you've mentioned, compassion, accepting, even encouraging. Forgiveness, that's right. I'm very curious, Rhizza, to ask, how do you develop a leader? How could, because I see Pauline, and Pauline is, very smart and very young, and yet already leading a pageant this size.
And actually, she learned very fast.
Did you how do you call that? Did you give her a lot of really, really good conditions so she accepts her position?
I'm gonna have to share something.
Sure.
Okay, first of all, it's like, my mom is my biggest foundation, really. Before I got into this, I know nothing about pageant at all. And she was the one person that actually, convinced me and then pushed me. Not like push, but in a good way pushed, It's more of like encouraging me to do something and be up for it.
I asked her if she's interested, if she wanted it, and she said, I'll try.
I love that.
No,
it was a question, an inquiry.
No,
And
because when
very
it was
important,
offered,
right?
when it was offered to us, okay, would you wanna run your own pageant? Okay, and then
Are you
I'll ask my
interested?
daughter because she's really busy with her own, business too. So okay, I'll ask my daughter. So then she came up to me and said, "Oh, do you wanna run the pageant?" Okay, okay. And then I was like thinking of it's just a small pageant. I never thought it'd be as big as this at first. And then when I started doing it, I was like, it's becoming really big. I thought I'm like just gonna do a birthday pageant, and then I'm just gonna organize it, something like that. But yeah, when it's like starting to become so big for me, and then I really need my mom is really there to guide me all throughout the way.
I was also
Especially
surprised.
financially. That's one big thing.
I was really surprised because I was a consultant of Miss Earth. I worked with Lorraine Shaw, and all the time that we have this pageant night, coronation night, I asked her to come with me, and she said, "Oh, next time na lang," something like that. So I don't see her that she's interested in it.
I was never interested.
She had a lot of opportunities to come with me during activities with Miss Earth like that, but she's not participating. And then when I asked her if she's interested, and she said, "I'll try." And she asked it to Lorraine, diba? Remember?
Yeah, I talked to her. Well, she's given me a few advices on how to what to do to handle a pageant. It's a very tough job,
She's
really.
giving her
Yeah.
pointers how to run it.
Yeah, so it's
Lorraine.
okay with it, naman. We're okay with everything. And then so there I decided to run it.
Amazing. It's an idea, right? An amazing idea combining, love for community and at the same time, love for your culture. And then now, as you've mentioned, it's becoming bigger and bigger. I mean, I just think
Yeah.
about it, 70 countries. I could just imagine your inbox.
Yeah.
And then as time goes along, I mean, I then realize when I actually have the girls with me, and then I see them, because not all the girls are like, they're all I mean, some of them are breadwinners, so it's more of like very touching for me to see them, that they work so hard just so they can, support their family and everything. So this is one way for me to help them in a way as well. That's what made me be more passionate about what I do. That's when I got to learn that I have to do my best to make it good in this pageant. I mean, not me in the pageant. I mean, to organize a pageant.
Yeah, it's I organize seminars and workshops that run for 2 days. But
This is
But this
1 month.
Yeah, but this one is more of like impacting. We're doing a good impact to people, like to the candidates. It's like more of helping them. It's not just a beauty pageant that we run to or organize. It's more of like helping the girls, because this, of course, some of them they make this a stepping stone to
Career.
for their career, and this is actually a good stepping stone though if you wanted to be like in the events, in the fashion, in the beauty industry, like TV, fashion shows, and all the other stuff.
yeah, it's a small opening, but it really opens doors.
Yes, and then it gives you a lot of like a good opportunities to have a good fortune.
Yeah, all attention is
A new career in their life.
exactly a new career, and at the same time also an opportunity for them to step up as leaders, because to represent a country
Yeah.
at that level is really something, and
Or like representing their hometown.
just
Representing their
that's
province.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
We're having a lot of representatives, and I do hear earlier that both of you came. Well, mommy is originally right from Cebu.
Yes.
Are there a lot of candidates applying or attending your search from Cebu, or mostly also from the Metro Manila area?
Yeah, we have last year. We have from Cebu. Yeah.
We have from different provinces actually.
Yes.
From last year, we do have few. We have a lot of like applicants. The thing is, there were typhoon during that time also, because that was like July, which is the
It's
season
not
of
a good weather.
I do agree.
Yeah, so there were a lot of applicants from different different provinces, and the thing is during the time that we did our screening, so there's like just a few girls that actually appeared, and then I just less than 100, but then I only need to like choose, you know, the
Some
ones
of
that are
them wasn't
qualified.
able to come because of
Yeah.
the typhoon that time.
Oh wow. Wow, it must be doing a huge deal for
During
these
our
girls.
Yeah.
last screening, right?
Yeah, but you have all the chance to join now. Yeah, so you just have
I'm
to
very
look it up.
curious. Are the girls who would join, at the local level, do they speak English really well? I'm just curious about that.
Some of them not, but we told them naman to be confident to be, they don't have to speak English. You just express this in their own language. You can speak even in Ilocano or Bisaya or whatever.
But then again, at the end of the day, you still have to learn the English. I mean, you still
We
have to
train them
speak
naman.
English. I wish that's one thing that we do. We train them.
But
We
in
have personality development. We have we teach them how to talk, walk, and yes, everything.
And the reason why I mentioned that because I recently attended a learning forum, and Arnel Pineda, who's an amazing representative of the Philippines in the industry of performing artists. And before he was selected as the vocalist for Journey, the artists who's been with Journey for a really long time, they were saying, "Oh, how could we select this guy to represent our group? He doesn't even speak English." And then the guy, his agent, he's got a very good agent. He says, "Close your eyes and know from your heart that he can do the job, and the rest we can just train him."
Yeah.
And he
It's
did
a
it.
song.
So that's just history because now Arnel Pineda
It's
is
really famous.
the voice and the
Yes.
face of Journey.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
that also proves that Filipinos are very responsible and very open to learn. And if that's already a measure of leadership, I guess we're gonna have a lot of checks there already, right?
That's why you can never judge the book by its cover.
Exactly.
You have to at least check the person. You wouldn't know this person is really something else.
Yeah. I'm also curious, being the voice for the Philippines and talking to, I'm sure not 70 languages there, but do they talk to you in English or somebody would talk to you in French?
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. I don't speak French.
So they have to communicate in English.
They have to communicate, but we can do sign language.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, like
wow.
it's for these girls that cannot really talk much. They try so hard to communicate. Sign language is perfectly fine.
Wow. I recently downloaded this app. It says there's 70 languages. But what frustrated me was I selected Hebrew because I really wanted to learn Hebrew. And I would listen, because it says it's a voice translator. I keep on shaking my phone because shake the phone and the voice will come out. No, nothing comes out. So it's very limited.
Okay.
So do you use apps like that, to support you?
No, I think I should get one. Since I've been dealing with now 70 girls, 70 candidates from all over the world, I think I should get.
Our candidate from France last year, we had an interpreter, right?
Yeah.
There was a candidate that can speak French, so she interpreted for the team.
Wow.
But you will be amazed because most of them do know how to speak English now. I mean, all countries actually.
Amazing. I'm totally blown away by that because, I recently found out that they actually, the curriculum in the Philippines, now that we're moving to K-12, they're selecting certain languages. And they've selected Mexican,
Wow.
They've selected Spanish.
Yes.
Yeah.
Spanish,
Okay.
Japanese, of course, Mandarin, of course. And then French.
French, yes.
So it's like,
See, those are the
okay.
kids now, the generation that are more.
So how come I'm not seeing
enhanced.
English there? It's like, it's no longer a priority. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've hired a French
So it so
translator.
happened
It's just
that
one of the candidates actually that can speak both language.
there,
and
we
that can
have
speak
several
every
candidates that
language.
can speak French, so we didn't have any problem
So-
for the translation of Miss
Yeah.
France.
Good thing at least we don't need to hire interpreter.
And then
We have
Yeah.
one already there.
You don't have to
because
outsource
what, just all the candidates, they are all very they cooperate and then they're very they participate with everything. So it's not like it's not like really a competition.
And that
It's more of
already,
like having fun in the one country that they're new
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
so they're
together.
yeah, it's more of like being there, appreciating what they have, what they see, and what they will get, it's more of it.
And we're just talking about it, and yet, I already have like this flavor of how it feels like to be in the event itself, the pageant event.
You are so much invited, and you shouldn't be gone. Okay.
Wow.
I'm going to be updated with the schedule. Don't worry.
I'm gonna embrace that.
Yes.
It's really it's really giving me a flavor of this culture and this amazing opportunity to learn and to understand and to know, as you've mentioned, Rhizza. Wonderful. So for our listeners, feel free to visit their Facebook page and share this amazing opportunity that is available for our wonderful Filipinas who would be interested to develop themselves, improve their confidence, maybe learn a new language here and there.
Yeah.
Yes, Rhizza, would you like to add something?
Well, everyone is invited. Everyone is invited. Feel free to call on our office and visit the website and our Facebook page. So everything has been said already.
Yes.
Well, I want to thank you, Vicky,
For having us here. Thank you so much.
Thank you too for saying yes, so in such short notice, I really appreciate it. We still have time,
Okay.
so I think we can go to the details of, do you have experiences where, a candidate is probably going to be representing the country and then is not available? Did you have any
So far, no.
experience?
And
Wow.
I don't want to have that experience.
Last
That
year,
kind of means so.
you share something. Last year, the 2014 winners, some of them we sent to a different competition abroad.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Another opportunity for these girls, not just the winner. Of course, during the pageant, when you win, you will get to, of course, to enter the international pageant, right? And then the runners-up will just stay here. But then, like last year, 2014, we give them opportunities to compete to another title.
The first runner-up during the 2014, she's a single mom. She's
Wow.
from Pangasinan, and she competed in Fiji.
Fiji, yeah.
In Fiji, oh, I love
Yes.
Fiji.
Yeah, she went to Fiji. And then our third runner.
Miss Tourism World something. I forgot.
Amazing. Miss
Yeah, she
Tourism
went to
representative.
Fiji to participate to join the pageant, and then
There's one
the
in.
third runner-up went to Venezuela.
Venezuela.
Yes,
Yeah.
for another international competition, and then Athena went to Colombia.
And Colombia
yeah.
too. Oh my gosh.
And
Yeah,
And
they were
Athena-
all given a chance to compete because it's such a.
Athena won, right? In Colombia.
I'm very curious.
But Athena won in Colombia.
When they get opportunities like this, is it gonna be on their own now? This is no longer connected to Miss Global
we
Philippines.
supported them. We sent them.
Amazing! Wow.
Yeah.
We help them look for sponsors and we help them,
Yeah.
of course, financially.
Yeah, that's
And
what I was
then-
thinking. Just
Yeah.
flying in, buying tickets.
No, of course they wouldn't be doing that on their own, right?
Yeah.
Because it's a lot. It's too much. It's really too expensive.
I was thinking, if this representative, like you mentioned, Athena,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how old or how young she is, but if she's 20 and she's now getting this invitation, she probably would really want to, but
These are them. All of them except her because she's studying.
Yeah.
Because we don't all the candidates that studies we prioritize.
During the 2014 winners, 4 of them went abroad, and only 3 left because she was studying.
Oh wow! So they prioritize also their
Of
studies
course,
here in the
of course,
Philippines.
yeah.
Wow! So I'm looking right now at their tourism ambassadors in 2014,
Yes.
and lovely beauties, and very
They
confident.
had the opportunity to compete abroad.
Wow! Awesome! So that alone, gives a picture of our listeners, the countries that the candidates, will have the opportunity to visit. And I'm holding the latest
That was
brochure right
last
now.
year. That was the delegates were here last year.
The international, that's international.
Oh, I'm holding the international
That was
brochure from last year. Wonderful.
She's the one who won Australia.
Oh, the Miss Australia, really, really gorgeous.
Yeah, Jessica Pert, Miss Australia. She's the winner of Miss Global 2015.
Just the makeup partners alone is very
Yeah.
exciting.
Yes.
You know, I was viewing the videos that has a lot of viewers, you know, and it's about this how other beauty pageants, how they're being made up, you know, the makeup, how they're being put on.
Yeah.
A lot of viewers have been, you know, going there and really looking at, I'm sure, very curious how they fix these hairs,
Yes,
you know.
put on the makeup.
Yeah.
And
Well,
hairstyle.
once you join the pageant, once you're, like I said, the official candidate, everything will be taught, everything will be there, and it will be catered for you, so that you will at least be prepared once you're out there in the stage.
Actually, enjoying the pageant, it's not only winning, it's also learning. And, you know, because they will learn from other candidates.
I can just imagine this you know, huge opportunity to learn from each other. Very, very precious and not something that's available. Even if you sign up to this international school,
Yeah.
but this diversity
Yes.
of countries
Yeah.
in one location for a month. Are they going to be together for a month or a few weeks before?
It's
you know?
actually for the international. They're together for 15 days.
For 15 days. That's amazing, you know.
Yeah.
Spending 15
And when
days.
they were here, they get to tour around from places. Yeah, we're not just staying in one place. You know, they have been
Wow.
going to see so that they see the video of the Manila, because they have been they wanted to go to where did they go, man? There's a lot of places they went here in Manila.
Amazing. You know, in my
In
mind,
spite of the typhoon.
Yeah.
in my mind, I
Yeah.
thought this is how it's gonna look like. You know, they have a pageant, let's say on a Sunday. They're probably gonna start coming here on a Thursday. So by the time it's Sunday, you know, they're gonna be at least accustomed to the you know, change in the time zone and
Here for
everything.
15 days.
But 15 days, that's really enough to, you know, get away from your jet lags
Yeah,
and
yeah.
really appreciate the place. Wow. Amazing, amazing. I'm also realizing that you even have candidates coming from Tibet.
Yes.
Very,
Nepal.
very new.
There's actually a lot of countries there that I wasn't really aware of.
Oh, there's
But,
another
yeah,
country. Sino yung naiwan dito?
You know, I've recently even Israel. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we have Israel.
Yes.
There's
Amazing,
another country. The first time I
amazing.
heard the curly hair.
Seychelles?
Well,
Seychelles. We have Seychelles.
we're very close to our closing, and I'm sure our listeners would, you know, continue to get in touch with us and you know, visit your Facebook page. Any last words, you know, for
Yes.
for our listeners?
Yes, ladies, again, I'd like to invite you, all applicants, please check our website again. It's www.missglobalfil.com. And then you can go to our office. That's from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. That would be 4E Symphony Tower, Sergeant Isguera Street, corner Timog Avenue, Quezon City. So I will be expecting you girls to go there, and yes, please apply now. It'll be up until March 31st.
Wonderful. Ms. Rhizza Lao, anything you'd like to share?
Oh, well, I just...
Guyana.
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 We have a candidate from Guyana. I just...
She can get over the Guyana.
You better Google that. If
Yes.
you're not familiar, that's an opportunity to learn.
Yes.
Thank you again so much. We're so privileged to have Miss Global Philippines Foundation Incorporated to be here, the leaders and the beauties themselves. And for our listeners, please stay tuned. We're going to have equal justice.